Many a time I get asked by my viewer, what is fact and what is fiction in Japan? Well, today we're going to take a look at a video of 25 crazy lists of things that are supposedly wild about Japan. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at them and tell you whether they are fact or fiction. Come sit with me and watch this video as it plays. I'm going to go through one by one and just let you know.
25 bizarre parking lots. As a relatively confined country, Japan is home to over 126 million people. Consequently, space saving is one of the major issues the locals have to deal with, and parking is no exception. If you drive to a shopping mall, you'll probably come across a parking lot similar to this picture.
Okay, yeah, I'd say that one's pretty much true. The one that they show there is a bit strange. I've never seen that parking lot before. But there is actually ones that are kind of like a revolver, like a gun, as in you load up cars and it keeps rotating until it can put a new car in. It just keeps looking for a blank spot, and it's just a stacked up building really high.
24. Prolific use of mayonnaise. As far as ingredients go, the Japanese mayonnaise is not that different from what the US or other European countries use, but it's the prolific use of it that makes the Japanese mayo strange to the Western people. While Americans typically use it on sandwiches and hamburgers, the Japanese use their traditional Kewpie mayonnaise to flavor things like ice cream, potato chips, spaghetti sauce, noodles, and even pancakes.
What? No! Well, no. Stop right there. Okay, we use, first of all, it's not called Kewpie, it's called Kewpie mayonnaise. Second of all, there's no such thing as mayonnaise on pancakes, mayonnaise in spaghetti, or mayonnaise flavored candy, cake, cookies, whatever. That's total fucking bullshit.
23. Super umbrella.
Super
when rain
umbrella?
is coupled
Alright,
with
I can tell
strong
you
winds, regular umbrellas are basically useless. The Japanese handle this uncomfortable situation with their typical grace.
What the fuck is that? No, that does not exist.
22. Lift girls. In Western countries, lift operators are almost extinct thanks to companies cutting down on their expenses. But in Japan, this awesome service is still available.
This does exist. There are still lift girls. Still pretty rare. It's only at the most high-class, upper-level luxury shopping palaces. I don't think you're gonna see this at, like, a Jusco.
21. Microwavable pug. The super umbrella may protect you from the rain, but what are you going to do when it gets cold? Forget blankets. Japan has this adorable pug to heat you up. Stick it in the microwave and voila! Out comes a toasty hot dog. No pun intended. Okay, maybe just a little pun.
What the? No. A microwavable pug? What the fuck is that even supposed to be? No. What the hell is this? Where are they finding this stuff?
20. Sleeping in the office. While in the Western world, falling asleep at the office could get you fired, the Japanese business culture allows employees who work hard a so-called inemuri, a kind of siesta while at work. Some people even fake inemuri so that their bosses believe that they are indeed working hard.
Yeah, they can sleep in the office. This is half myth, half truth. Japanese people do sometimes sleep in the office, but put into account that they are working 12 hours a day usually. And this is not like sleep like you sleep 8 hours a day in your office. It's like maybe you see them put their head down for like 2 minutes, 5 minutes at most. It's not like an 8-hour sleep session, and it's usually during their lunch break.
19. Toilet slippers. Japanese are famous for their strict hygiene habits and sanitary precautions, so it should come as no surprise that they have something like toilet slippers.
Yeah, there's special slippers usually for the toilet, but not everywhere has it.
18. Japanese whiskey. Have you ever heard of Japanese whiskey? You should try one. Available pretty much everywhere in all possible sizes, Japanese whiskeys are rapidly gaining worldwide recognition for their quality.
Yep, whiskey's pretty popular here. It's becoming more and more popular each year.
17. Subway chin rest. The Japanese work really hard. No wonder they sometimes tend to snooze in the subway.
God.
To have their heads comfortably supported,
you.
they may use this crazy contraption.
No, never. Never in all my life have I ever seen one of these. Not before I came to Japan. Not the 9 years I've lived here. If I asked a Japanese person about this, they'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is total bullshit. This is just, no.
16. Fake fangs. Japanese women are going crazy over accentuated teeth known as the yabeya, which involves spending hundreds of dollars on cosmetic procedures in order to attach mini fangs to their canines.
Oh, alright. This snaggletooth look although there isn't a fake snaggletooth, there is actually women that do get a surgery to make their teeth look like this.
15. Ice cream flavors. The Japanese unusual tastes are generally well known, but still, there are certain things which leave Western people just astounded. Like, would you like your ice cream flavored with horse meat, cactus, charcoal, or octopus? Well, you can find those flavors in Japan.
Okay, taco ice, there's never been an octopus flavored ice cream. If there is, it's a unique item that's out for a joke. There have been some strange gari-gari-kun ice bars, which are pretty much like ice block bars that, you know, you lick like a popsicle. Once in a while, they'll come out with a crazy flavor just to kind of get in the newspaper and stuff. They've had like beef stew and spaghetti since I've been here. So, like, once again, half truth, half lie. But this taco stuff is bullshit. There's no such thing as taco ice cream, which means octopus flavored ice cream.
14. Easy Ear Explorer. Do you have times when you feel an urgent need to see inside your ear? This Japanese invention will make your dreams come true. Thanks to this invention, you'll know exactly where those big lumps of earwax are hiding. Talk about mining for gold.
Okay, yeah, there is actually ear cleaning in Japan. So there is people who go to a lot of ear cleanings and stuff like that, and they'll use an ear cleaning little tool, a camera that looks inside your ear. Like maybe that exists in Japan somewhere, but the only people who would buy that are people who are absolutely OCD about cleaning their ears. I've never seen that anywhere else.
13. Vending machines. At first glance, most Japanese vending machines aren't that different from those found in Europe or America. What makes them so remarkable, however, are their abundance and their bizarre content. You can expect to find them everywhere, from ancient temples to the top of Mount Fuji, with a wide selection of goods ranging from fresh shags to batteries, umbrellas, and even underwear.
This myth is the most annoying myth ever. Okay, there are no vending machines with panties in them. There's no vending machine with fucking eggs in it. I've never seen this machine. I don't know where the hell they found this. This doesn't even make sense. How the hell would that fall out of there without cracking open? 99.9% of vending machines in Japan have drinks. That's it. There's a couple that have snacks, and even those are few and far between. Do not believe that bullshit lie. This is some bullshit.
12. Baby mops. That's right, baby mops. Now the baby can start pulling his own weight around the house by mopping the floor while he crawls around. This one-piece outfit with built-in mops on the arms and legs is sure to get those tough stains out of your hardwood floors.
Get the tough stains out of the fucking bullshit in this video. No, who would do this? Okay, maybe this is some fucking crazy invention that at one time somebody in Japan invented as a total whack job. But it does not get used, it is not bought, it is not common. I've never seen it in anybody's house, I've never heard anybody talk about it. If I brought it up to a Japanese person, they would be like, what the hell are you talking about?
11. Eternal Poppity Pop. Most of us love the relaxing feeling of popping bubble wrap, right? The Japanese took this popular enjoyment to another level. They created something similar to never-ending bubble wrap, a toy that constantly fills and refills bubbles in a sheet of bubble wrap.
Wrapping bubbles, yeah, those exist, but I mean, you can just buy that on the internet from any country. These aren't just a Japan thing, and they're not that common in. Not many Japanese people have it. I've never met a single Japanese person who has this on their keychain or their phone or whatever.
10. The world's shortest escalator. The world's shortest escalator is located in the basement of Moore's department store in the city of Kawasaki. It has only 5 steps and is 33 inches high.
These kind of escalators, though, exist all over Japan. This is not anything that crazy. It's just short, usually because it connects 2 buildings that didn't used to be connected.
9. A creepy suicide forest. For most people, a forest is a place where you go to jog, walk, observe the wildlife, or just relax in some other way. This forest, however, is different. Officially called Aokigahara, the suicide forest is a 4 square miles forest that lies at the base of Mount Fuji in Japan, and for some reason has become a popular spot for suicides. Statistically, about 100 suicides occur here every year.
Aokigahara. This is a real forest, also known as the Blue Forest. Yes, Suicide Forest does exist. I do have a video on it. I'll put a link in the comments. Why not talk about great stuff like World Heritage Sites and learning about Japanese history rather than make up crazy fucking bullshit?
8. Outrageous Kit Kat flavors. You know Kit Kat, the chocolate bar, right? Though we know Japanese people eat some weird things, it's almost impossible to imagine something like baked potato Kit Kat, soy sauce Kit Kat, or wasabi Kit Kat. But not only do these flavors really exist in Japan, they're among the most popular.
There are a lot of wild Kit Kat flavors, and there is actually a Kit Kat company factory in Japan that you can go to and go to a tour through and actually have a custom-made Kit Kat bar that can be whatever flavor you choose it to be. Of course, they have a limit, though, to what you can choose, but you can make some crazy stuff. Yeah, there's been ocha, as in tea-flavored Kit Kat. There's been vegetable-flavored Kit Kat. Yeah, we know Japanese people eat some weird things because they're so crazy. No other country eats anything weird, just Japan.
7. Pillows for lonely men. For the gentlemen who lack a spouse or a significant other, there is this amazing lap pillow available. At least this fake girlfriend will never argue with you.
Okay, these do exist in Japan, but again, they are super rare that anyone would own this. This is not like every fucking pillow in Japan is a lap pillow. This is like some kind of crazy sex doll. Like, you would be seen as really weird if you owned one of these, okay? You wouldn't be like, oh yeah, just let me go ahead and fluff my lap pillow, haha, everybody's got one. No.
6. Pillows for lonely women. There is no discrimination for the sexes when it comes to loneliness, so a woman version of the pillow is also available.
Again, nobody owns this. You would be fucking weird if you owned this. Everyone would yell at you and say, get fucking normal because you're a psycho for owning this. You are practically looking for the weirdest inventions possible that a country has ever come out with and saying everybody in the country owns it. This is fucking bullshit.
5. Braille on beer cans. If you buy a can of beer in Japan, you might be surprised by the strange imprinted symbols on it. But don't worry, it's just Braille letters for our blind mates who also deserve to enjoy a nice cold
I think
beer.
I've seen other countries that have Braille on their cans. There's countries with Braille on everything. They're helping blind people. There's places on the sidewalk, too, that helps them know where to walk. That's not weird. That's caring about your disabled population.
4. Bikes, and more bikes. We've already mentioned how Japan is a tight country with limited parking and driving space, right? This is what also makes bicycles the most convenient method of transportation. As a result, the country is full of sites like this, outside of train stations, shopping centers, and other places where masses of people gather together.
But that's not weird. Like, how many countries use bikes? You know, not every country spends a shitload on gas and cars. Some countries actually care about not leaving a gigantic carbon footprint. Did you ever think about that? You're talking about these things like they're weird, and some of them are great, like taking care of blind people, not, putting tons of carbon emissions into the air.
3. Washlets. Washlets, or as many people tend to say, crazy Japanese super toilets, are electric toilet seats with a water spray feature that cleans your bumhole and genitalia. While the Japanese are totally used to this zesty feeling, foreigners getting a shot of water up their butts are usually startled to say the
Crazy
least.
Japanese super toilets. Oh, what? Because they like to be fucking hygienic? Fuck you. Okay, that's called a bidet. And guess what? The word bidet is not Japanese. Guess what country it comes from? It's not Japan. So it's not a Japanese invention. So it's not unique to only fucking Japan, you idiots.
2. Island of gas masks. Located southeast of Honshu Miyakajima is an island featuring an active volcano, Mount Oyama. Since its most recent eruption in 2005, it has consistently leaked poisonous gas, requiring all residents to carry a gas mask at all times.
What the fuck? I can't even, that's not Japanese. I don't know what language he's speaking to say that island. I know Honshu. The second one he says is like, Hamajima. Is he trying to say Kohamajima? There's no fucking residents there. During that day, those people wore gas masks and then immediately left the island the same day. They pretty much evacuated everyone they possibly could on this day. Of course, they took a big picture because they're like, wow, this is wild. Everybody's wearing a gas mask. They realized that it was pretty crazy looking too. But people still don't live there to this day with fucking gas masks on.
And 1. Capsule hotels. A capsule hotel is probably the craziest Japanese invention ever. Introduced in 1979, these hotels have accommodations for a variety of customers ranging from traveling businessmen to drunken people who probably won't make it home safely.
If you like what you just saw, consider pressing that orange subscribe button on the upper right hand corner of your screen.
Okay, they're not that that crazy. They're not that strange. They're not that weird. It's the same thing as the way we have to stack cars or park a bunch of bicycles. When you have a population that's really condensed, you pile it on top of each other. You build from the ground up instead of the ground out, okay? That's the same thing with capsule hotels. You can put a bunch of capsules on top of each other. It's called saving space. Sorry they didn't blow up the whole entire landside and rip apart nature to build all over it. They actually wanted to conserve nature and not tear it apart. The rest of it they left to its natural mountainside, forest, and everything else. Sorry they built on top of themselves instead of actually ripping through land part after land part, blowing up mountains with dynamite, tearing apart trees and forests to build road, putting fucking giant, massively spread out hotels with giant rooms. Instead they thought, hey, you know what? Let's leave nature alone and just build giant cities in very small parts of Japan. And instead of building outwards, let's stack upwards. Oh, please forgive them for being so fucking weird. List 25. You got maybe like, what, 4 or 5 of those things right? The rest you're just making up crazy fucking bullshit. The mop for the baby? What the fuck? Come the fuck up. I want you to find one fucking Japanese person who has that shit. Alright? You go into a country looking through the weirdest fucking inventions you can possibly find and say, oh, everybody in Japan uses this. It's crazy. They're all crazy using crazy stuff. They eat the octopus ice cream while they clean the floor with them babies. Point taken. Everything you hear about Japan on some of these videos, take with a grain of salt. This is fucking bullshit. I'm Unarrested, proving a lot of these to be myths. Until next time, if you like what you saw here today, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Unrested with the questions you requested.